Hey, Divine Ones, it's your life coach, your motivational speaker, Latoya O'Keel, and I want to ask you a question today, beloved. What are you still entertaining? What are you still giving the time of day? What are you still sitting in the midst of that is beneath you, beloved? This is what God told me. A lot of this stuff that we entertain, a lot of this stuff that we still sitting in the midst of, a lot of these people that we still rolling with, a lot of these things that we are still entangled entangled up in, it's beneath you. It's beneath us. Now, I don't say this to try to throw shade on nobody or to try to make, to make it seem like I'm better than somebody else or to make it seem like you better than somebody else. But you should think highly of yourself. Do you understand me? You should love yourself so much to know that I'm not going to be sitting in the midst of nobody. I'm not going to be rolling with nobody. I'm not going to be entertaining nobody. I'm not going to be in the same circle of the type of person that I know is spiritually beneath me. Like God said, He's taking you to a new level. He's elevating you. He's taking you forward. He's increasing. He's enlarging your territory. He's enlarging your finances. He's shifting your mindset. God is doing all of this work on you, and He's elevating you. And God says, but what is it that you are still entertaining that is beneath you? Now, I want you to really think about that. What are you still entertaining that is beneath you? Yeah. Who you still walking on eggshells for? Because you don't want to disappoint them. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to feel like you loyal to somebody. And that's another thing. We hold loyalty to a person. We put that too high. We put that too high. So many people are still sitting in situations. So many people still dealing with stuff because they feel like they owe this person they owe this person loyalty. Like they got to be loyal to them because of what they did for them in the past, or because of how many times they done came and rescued them, or they done came and did this or did that for them. Let me tell you something. If that person really love you, if they really rocking with you like that, if they really on your team, they gonna want you to move forward. They ain't gonna want you to just sit there in that same spot just to please them. If they love you, they're going to be encouraging you to move forward. They're going to be encouraging you to go higher, to get more things. Even, listen to this, y'all get this now, even if that means that you getting it without them. Yeah. Even if that means that you advancing without them. Even if that means you going to the mountaintop without them. See, that's how you know. That's how you know if you truly entertaining the right kind of people or not, the right kind of friends, the right kind of business partners, the right kind of, they don't mind, you know what I'm saying? If you becoming a better person means them moving out the way, that's fine. You got to be careful of entertaining, being in the same circles as people that they want you to come on the up and up. They want you to get to the platform. They want you to get to the things of God for your life, but they want you to get there with them. If you can't get there with them, if they can't go along with you, See, God said that's beneath you. That's beneath you. So I want to ask you today, and I want to tell you today to do a spiritual survey in your life. And you need to take spiritual inventory. That's what I hear the Spirit of the Lord say. Take spiritual inventory over your life and figure out who is still here that don't need to be. Who am I still talking to that I don't need to be talking to? Okay. Who am I still on the phone with? Who am I still entertaining on social media, in the inbox, in the DMs, all of this stuff? Who am I still giving my time to that does not need to be here? And when I say take inventory, and when I say take inventory, I mean you just go across the board with everything, with everybody. And you got to look at how is this stuff serving you? How is this stuff pouring into you? How are you benefiting from this? Are you always the one running for them? You always the one doing for them? You always the one got to be there for them? They say jump, you say how high. You find yourself running. And when you need something, you can't get anything. When you need advice, you can't get no advice from nobody. You got to sit there and cry and look at the wall and pray and talk to God, and you ain't got no outlet. You don't have anybody that you can vent to, or that can pour into you, that can speak life into you, that can pray to you. But you always the one laying hands. You always the one running. You always the one getting up in the middle of the night, taking them phone calls, saying, let's pray, let's talk about it, let's do this, let's do that. God said, beloved, You better take spiritual inventory today, because these are the type of things that God is saying is beneath you. That's beneath you. God said, where I'm trying to take you, he said, I'm trying to take you into a circle of people. I'm trying to take you into an arena of opportunities. Glory be to God. That's what I hear the Spirit of the Lord say. God said, I'm trying to take you into an arena of opportunities. I'm trying to take you amongst people that are going to pour so much into you, beloved. Your cup just going to overflow. You're going to overflow. It's just going to be running over. You're going to be running over. You're going to have plenty to give, and you ain't going to never run out, because you're going to be amongst people, amongst friends, amongst business partners, amongst a person that you're in a relationship with. You're going to be amongst people that are there solely to pour into you, because God said these people that you've been in the midst of, these people are broken. They broken, and they have that parasite spirit. They have that leeching spirit to where they want to attach themselves onto you, and they want to ride with you to success. See, they ain't gonna do nothing to come up. They ain't gonna do nothing to change their life. Come on, somebody now. They ain't gonna do nothing to grow, but they see you going somewhere. Beloved, come on now. I need y'all to catch this thing in the spirit. They see you going somewhere. They see you doing something. So what they want to do is they want to attach themselves onto you, and they disguise. Let me tell you what these spirits do. These spirits disguise themselves as your BFF. Oh, okay. These spirits even sometimes disguise themselves as your husband. They'll disguise themselves as your wife. They will appeal to your needs. They'll appeal to the things that you feel like you need. You need a friend. You need a husband. You need a wife. You need this. That's why God said you don't need nobody but me, beloved. God said you don't need nobody but me. Because anytime you go to needing things outside of God, you'll start falling. You're more susceptible to fall for the tricks, for the schemes and the tricks and the wiles of the devil. See, because you don't have your armor on. So I'm urging you, I'm encouraging y'all today, baby. I'm bringing a word to you today. Glory be to God. That you got to put on the whole armor of God, that you might be able to stand against the wiles and the tricks and the schemes of the devil, and know that you don't need nobody but God, and take spiritual inventory over your life today. Figure out what need to be there and what don't need to be there. And let me tell you something. After you do this inventory, you probably ain't gonna have but 1 or 2 folks left, if you got that many. But God said you take them and y'all ride till the wheels fall off. Don't you worry about these other folks, because I hear the Spirit of the Lord say quality over quantity. I want you to go down there in the comments, and I want you to put that in the comment section. Say quality over quantity. Yeah, it don't matter how many people you got rolling with you. It don't matter how many people you got watching you. It don't matter how many people you got following you. Because most of the people that's following you, they ain't supporting you. They just on now to see what you're doing. They ain't buying nothing. They ain't sowing into you. They ain't speaking life into you. They just watching. They just eyeballs watching. Do you hear me? But God said even them. He said even them, you got to understand that you're making a difference even in their lives. And I hear the Spirit of the Lord say, take this inventory today. Move accordingly. Figure out what's working for you, and not just with people. I'm talking about habits too, because a lot of you have habits that are beneath you. You still doing things. You still addicted to things, and these things are beneath you. Take inventory of this stuff today and see what it's doing to your body. See what it's doing to your spirit. And if it is not serving you, you got to drop that stuff today. You got to leave it right there where it at. Do you hear me? And you got to move forward. Now, is it going to be hard? Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be hard, because anything that's worth having is worth fighting for. Your salvation is worth fighting for, baby, because it's worth having. It's worth having. Jesus died. He gave his life so you can have it. So I always tell y'all, if he died for us, the least we can do is live for him. Take this spiritual inventory over your life today. You know what? You don't even need to put this off to tomorrow. You need to do this today, beloveds. You need to do this today. Now, you're going to make a couple people mad. You're going to break a couple folks' heart. But at the end of the day, you got to love you. You got to be there for you. If you ain't there for you, you ain't going to be no good to nobody else. You ain't going to be no good to your children. You ain't going to be no good to your husband, your wife, to your ministry, to your purpose. You ain't going to be no good to nothing. You got to find yourself first before you try to find a purpose. That's where you're going to find the purpose at, is when you find yourself. When you get rid of this stuff that's around you, that's beneath you. And God says, stop clapping back at these folks. Stop going back and forward with these folks on social media. It's somebody, even in traffic, that's something that I learned. Because I could not stand when somebody blowed at me. I'm like, oh, I know they didn't blow at me. I know they didn't. We finna sit here and have a honk the horn contest, baby. I know they ain't blow at me. I'm so, oh, they thought they trying to rush me to leave. Oh, I'm really finna sit here now. I'm really finna sit here now, baby. I ain't finna go nowhere. I don't care if I am in a hurry. Just because they blowed at me, I'm going to sit right here. We finna have a honk the horn contest. That's just how petty I used to be, y'all. But the Spirit of the Lord began to speak to me. God said, woman of God, that's beneath you. That's beneath you. And I'm going to tell y'all, when God tell you something is beneath you, it hurt your feelings at first because you feel like you're justified in your wrongdoing. Y'all know, y'all know what I'm talking about now. We'll find some kind of way to justify our wrong. We're going to find some kind of reason to make us feel good about doing wrong. But when the Spirit of the Lord began to speak to you and God began to wake up something and he shake you in your spirit and God said that is beneath you. You ain't got no business going back and forward with nobody. God said, let it go. And God said, anytime you see a person that want to go back and forward with you about something, God said that's a purpose. That's a person that is not in their purpose. And that's a person that hates themselves. They are not in their purpose and they hate themselves. Because if you were in your purpose and you love yourself, you would be so busy in your purpose. You would be so busy being purpose-minded. You would be so busy working your gift, operating in your gift, trying to find ways to improve your gift and trying to find ways to fulfill your purpose. You'll be so busy focused on that, you won't have time. You won't have time to go back and forth with nobody. You won't have time to worry about what's the latest gossip, what's trending, what's doing this, what's doing that. You will see that stuff, but it will not knock you off of your rocker. You will keep on going. So I want to urge y'all today, take this inventory over your life when it comes to relationships, when it comes to health, when it comes to business, when it comes to family, even when it comes down to your children. Do you understand me? God said in all areas of your life, know your responsibilities, and you need to adhere to your responsibilities. Always carry that spirit of excellence. Do the right thing even when ain't nobody watching you. That's that spirit of excellence. That's that excellent spirit that the Lord wants us to have. Strive to have an excellent spirit and know that as you do that, you're going to make a lot of people mad, baby. You're going to tick a lot of people off, but that's just them spirits and them folks that's acting up. Your battle is not against flesh and blood, but you are wrestling against spiritual wickedness in high places. Lead them for where they at, leave them alone, and speak to that spirit that's talking and pray for that spirit. Pray for them that they able to be delivered from that spirit. But they got to want to be delivered. You can't try to go slap it out of them and they don't want it to go. They got to want to be delivered. So just pray for them. Pray for them. Don't speak ill against them. Don't tell everything you know about them. Y'all know how folks do when they fall out with folks. They go to telling everything they know about these folks and stuff. Don't do none of that. Don't do none of that. You carry that excellent spirit. And know that if this is not serving you in your life, it got to go. It got to go, beloved. Do you hear me? I don't care what it is. I don't care how attractive it is. I don't care how good it smells. I don't care how well it make you feel. I don't care how well it appeals to your needs. Because y'all know how sometimes humans can be. Well, I got needs. God said all you need is me. He said, that's why I told you to be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because God said you've been conformed to believe that you need this stuff, but you don't really need that stuff. Once you go through a mindset shift, you'll figure out that you didn't even need what you thought you needed. Glory be to God. And I came to tell you today that when you let go of what you want, God can give you what you need. Because you're holding on to this stuff because you want it. You want it. You don't want to let it go. But I just heard the Spirit of the Lord say, when you can let go of what you want, God said, then I can give you what you need. Because God know what you need. He the manufacturer. You the product. How the product gonna tell the manufacturer what it need? God made you, baby. You were made in his image and you were made in his likeness. And God knows exactly what you need. I love y'all so much. And I want to encourage you today to do this exercise today. Take spiritual inventory over your life today. Okay? I love y'all so much. Don't forget to go to my website, LatoyaOkiaMinistries.com. I am a professional life coach. You can book a one-on-one session with me. You can sign up for my monthly mentorship program. Listen to my podcast. I have a podcast on iHeartRadio. It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's everywhere where podcasts are played. And it's called Divine Destiny with Latoya. There's over 100 episodes there for you to listen to free at your leisure. I pray that it blesses your life life. I pray that it feeds your spirit. That's what I made the podcast for. You guys can also purchase my books on the website, Beast Mode and the Divine Destiny Prayer Journal. You can read my blog, and you can register for the masterclasses that I teach every Tuesday night through Zoom for women. And ladies, make sure you get with me. I'm probably just going to put this link as a public link. But yeah, I'm going to put it as a public link. Make sure you attend the next women's masterclass on Tuesday night. It's free. The Lord put that in my spirit, and he told me to make it free. So September the 1st, the very first masterclass, we kicking off the month of September with the women's masterclasses next Tuesday. The admission is going to be free. So I want y'all to be in attendance. All you got to do is tap in, log in from your phone or your laptop or your desktop. We're going to be on Zoom, and we're going to have a 1 hour long masterclass. Just educating singles, teaching women how to be that successful single woman, that successful married woman, and to just be that epic version of the Proverbs 31 woman. All of the women's masterclasses that I teach, they're all centered around the Proverbs 31 scripture. So you don't have to be single to sign up for the masterclass. It's for all women. I love you. I love you all so much. Y'all know what I always tell you. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. With God, all things are possible. This has been Latoya Okia, your life coach, your motivational speaker. If this is your first time visiting the channel, or even if you watch all the time and maybe you just forgot to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there below, and make sure you hit that bell too so you can get your notifications every time I upload a video to the channel. And I upload every day to my channel. So how wonderful is that? You can get a word from God every day. So make sure you subscribe so that you can get that notification. It'll come directly to your phone when I upload the video. So make sure y'all also go down there in the description and click that link to my website and book a session with me today. Book a one-on-one session with me. Sow that seed into your life. Sow that seed into your personal development. The best investment that you can make is the one that you make in yourself. Okay, so I love y'all so much, and I'll check in with y'all next time.